Before I begin, I need to just set the scenario. All of you are at a celebration for Gabby Douglas. And since I'm going to role play this, Julia is Gabby Douglas. I would like to propose a toast to our gold Olympic winner, Gabby Douglas. Now you're probably wondering, who is this Gabby Douglas? A 4-foot, 11-inch individual with an effective smile, whose dream was to become a gymnast. But that dream required some sacrifice. She had to leave her home in Virginia Beach, Virginia, to move to Des Moines, Iowa, to train with one of the best coaches, Lang Shang, to be their champion. Her mother had said in an interview to People's Magazine that she was always jumping off of things as a child. She was doing perfect cartwheels by the time she was 3 years old. When she left to move to Iowa, the host family assured her mother that don't worry about her. We will treat her as our own. A lot of sacrifice, a lot of tears, but it paid off. Now, some of you may not know what the all-around women's gymnastic involves, but it involves vaulting, the uneven parallel bars, a floor exercise, as well as the balance beam. So a toast to you, Gabby. May you balance all aspects of your life like you balance the four corners of that floor mat with that riveting floor exercise. May you transition through life's ups and downs as you transition through one beam to the other, knowing when to hold on, yet knowing when to let go. And may you vault high in life like you vaulted at the Olympics. And lastly, may you balance all your dreams, your goals, with as much precision as you balance on that balance beam. Congratulations, being the first African American woman to win the all-around gold medal at the Olympics. A toast.
Cynthia, thank you so much for the toast. I'm so honored to be your Gabby in the role play in the toast. Was so beautiful. I love it. And as you just told us right before your speech that hey, you use vocal varieties to get people's attention. I think you did an excellent job there. And I like how you also make sure set up the context before you start a toast, so we not get confused. The minor thing I was thinking about from the growth opportunity is, well, Gabby would have been in the room, right, for the toast, or it was a bit awkward to hear you refer to Gabby as she, as the person if is in the room. Mm-hmm. So I will suggest that just use the name Gabby. I know it might sound repetitive, but it's probably the straightforward way to get around this problem.
Cynthia, I enjoy your toast very much. I think it's great that you sort of compare what you want to say, like for her future, and compare to the exercise, the gymnastics she's doing, like the beams and the uneven bars. So I think that give audience an image to imagine. So make the abstract idea become kind of actually practical. You can almost see it. So I think that's great. But so actually for that, you can actually expand that a little bit. You can actually do some kind of like when you say unbalanced beings, you can sort of trying to do a balance to sort of make it more visual. So that would be great. And the other thing is that I'm not sure what's the environment that you're toasting. Is it supposed to be a formal or informal, the event? So that session would be helpful if you can describe, because if it's informal, I think probably add some little humor would be more fun. But if it's a formal, I think it's a great speech because it's inspiring and it's also go into details about what Gabby has accomplished. And it also gives details what she has been, what kind of obstacle she had encountered in her path to success.
Cynthia, I really enjoyed that toast to Gabby. I especially like that you gave all that biography about her that I had read about. It was so nice to hear that again. And I just wish that we all could have had a little toast that we would have put in, because I was ready to toast you. So congratulations on congratulating someone.
Cynthia, thank you for your toast to Gabby. I loved the stories about Gabby. We, as Barbara mentioned, make it very personal. And you explained to us what the all-around involves, which I thought was a good idea, even though probably there's very few people who did not watch the Olympics. Still a good idea. I've thought in terms of growth opportunity at the beginning, perhaps the first third, there were a few longer pauses where I felt a little uncomfortable, as and a toast would be real celebratory and upbeat, and I expected a little bit more flowing along quite quickly in a toast. That would have been my thought. Again, it depends on the formal or informal.
I'm going to look at the capital Iowa, how it's pronounced, because I'm not used to pronounce that way. You're probably right. And also, I felt you did an excellent job of the imagery with the going from one bar to the next and how you know when it's time to move, as well as vaulting into success. So I thought that part was excellent.
Cynthia, great job you did up there. I like the details that you used. You had a lot of details about the thing. Bob's already mentioned the parallel bars. Other people have talked about that. Details are very powerful because it really helps you connect. It really helps you people get a real imagery of what's going on. And your praise. It's all about praise. So pretty much you're praising, and that's what we're here to do, and that's what we did. So it's great. And you're open. You're pretty open most part. Close down a little bit. Most part of your body was open. You'll see that in the video afterwards. Thoughts for development. One thing is you were leaning on the table a little bit, and one is in the toast you say it should be lighthearted, and this can get a little bit heavy. And the other thing is it also drains your energy out. So it's best to just stand back and just relax and be strong and powerful and planted. And pacing, not pacing around, but pacing of the speech. Everything was very kind of deliberate, and it's okay, but after a while, I think that perhaps Mary was talking about, it did tend to drag just because it was always the same thing. So you could have a solemn part, and then kind of a lighter part, and then a solemn part again, and then a direct part, and then an enthusiastic part. That might be a way to get around some of those challenges and issues. And then finally, it's a toast, so I know we've got glasses back there. Everybody can just have a glass and just got the thing out. We had plenty of time, and we just toast. And you didn't provide us any wine, so it's all right. But we pretend to toast. It would be kind of a nice thing to just at the very end have a sort of virtual toast.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Cynthia, I thought you did a fantastic job in honoring Gabby Douglas. At first, I didn't know who she was. And then as you started in your speech, I went, oh, right, the young lady from the Olympics. You did a very effective job in indicating the occasion and the person being honored right away. I thought you personalized the message beautifully. I thought you honored the guest with respect. And I felt everyone in the audience really connected to the triumphs of Gabby, to her triumphs and her tremendous achievement. I thought your vocal variety was exceptional, in my opinion. And I thought your eye contact was exceptional. You came across as a distinguished woman who was very sincere and articulate. When you said that she was the first African-American woman to win an Olympic medal, I I just felt a surge of pride, and I think that really connected to the audience. So your toast was very appropriate for the person being honored. What I liked most about the toast were the gestures, the vocal varieties. Now, someone mentioned the pauses. I actually liked your pauses. I thought they were effective. And in fact, at one point, you took a very long pause, and I loved that. I thought that was indicating you were being really thoughtful. So I think that the pauses were great. Your facial expressions were wonderful, and I loved your conclusion. It was just very meaningful. I only have 2 suggestions with regard to what you could do differently. Number 1, somebody already mentioned it, maybe more gestures about the sports. Catapult, or jump on the bar. I don't know. That could grab everyone's attention. But that would be kind of out of your comfort zone, maybe. I don't know. Secondly, you pronounced Des Moines, Iowa incorrectly. It's pronounced Des Moines.
Ah,
French. Des Moines.
thank you.
Des Moines.